All right, boys, the day's finally come to review Madden NFL 25. Aren't you guys so excited? So let's talk a little bit about this game first. Madden NFL 25 is a game that came out 10 years ago. Wait, never mind. Oh, they named two of their games Madden NFL 25. Oh, okay, gotcha. So this is the second Madden NFL 25 that EA has made. They made Madden NFL 25 10 years ago in 2014. Should have been Madden 14 because Madden 14 was Madden's 25th anniversary. And honestly, my opinion, I think that was the last year they had the Ignite engine, and that's probably the best Madden in the last 10 years, in my opinion. Even though you can make a case of all the features that were gone out of the game and all that stuff, but gameplay-wise, as ragdolly and whatever as that game engine was, Ignite engine Madden was the last good Madden. Alright, so there's a few different game modes that you can choose from. You got the franchise mode. You choose to play as an owner, a head coach of an NFL franchise. And you draft players, you hire free agents, you hire your coaching staff as you play through multiple seasons, just building your team and trying to win the Super Bowl. I'd say that should be the main mode. That's the mode that most football fans want to play. And that's the mode that gets, I wouldn't say the least amount of attention, especially the last couple of years. They've been actually allegedly trying to do stuff with it, even though we've seen it's pretty much the same game every year. But franchise mode is the mode that everybody wants. They want a good, deep franchise mode, and this game doesn't offer any of that. Alright, next mode is Superstar mode. You can create your own NFL player and try to make it into the Hall of Fame. You start your journey at the NFL Combine, you get drafted by an NFL team, and you work your way up to become an NFL legend. You can also use the same player to play 3v3 online in their version of NFL Street. It's called the Showdown. It's really just another mode to sell skins. You got Quick Play, and it gives you the options of playing online head-to-head, the Pro Bowl, or Superstar KO. And the Superstar KO allows you to draft fresh teams and play against other people online. You got the Training Camp. Here you can play mini games, Skills Trainer, and Practice Mode. You got Creation Center. This is where you can access the Download Center, edit rosters, and create players' uniforms and playbooks, which is pretty sweet. You can actually make your own playbooks, uniforms, and players and teams. How about that? You can make your own team. You can upload and download rosters, players, uniforms, playbooks, and draft classes at the Download Center. So that's cool. You can community create and share your stuff. And then you got the Ultimate Team, where you buy packs to build a team and compete with other players online. It's basically just a pay-to-win scam game mode that everybody hates, except for about 3,000 to 5,000 people that spend $10,000+ on the stupid-ass game. Alright, let's dive in a little bit to the gameplay features. So, first of all, there's no mention of sapient technology anymore. Now, these stupid buzzwords every year that this marketing team comes up with. None of this stuff is actually in the game. They just make up a new marketing term and put a whole bunch of bullshit on their YouTube about this is what we're working on this year. It's going to have branching this and doing that. None of that matters. No sapient technology, but instead now EA's marketing is the Boom Tech gameplay innovation. The Boom Tech. These fucking people. They're still touting the field sense, which I don't even think they know what the fuck that means or what it does anymore. This is from their website. Core Gameplay is back with the newest iteration of Field Sense trademark. Get increased control across key areas, including innovative passing, catching, blocking, and coverages, along with advanced ball carrier mechanics for more dynamic and realistic playmaking. Yeah, okay, it sounds nice. How does it work exactly? Nobody knows. They never tell you anything. They never give you gameplay breakdowns to show you, hey, this is how Field Sense works in the game. Look how it's different from last. No, you'll never get any of that stuff from EA. You just get a fucking trailer. Here's our gameplay trailer. It's not even real gameplay. It's a joke. It's a joke. But they don't really tell you too much about the Boom Tech. This is their definition from their website of the boom tech. In Madden NFL 23, the team introduced the Field Sense animation branching system to deliver on control rather than outcomes that feel more scripted or predetermined. This year in Madden NFL 25, the vision is being accelerated with the introduction of Boom Tech, our next gameplay innovation that has been over 2 years in the making. That's because probably just ripped it from college football. You've been working on it for 2 years. Every year, EA's marketing team comes up with some new marketing slogan or term to try and sell their game. They don't show you gameplay, really. They don't show you any of that stuff. They give you one little trailer, and then they put their stuff out. Ooh, the Sapient technology, the Boom Tech, the Field Sets. But every year, it's the same damn game. So we know none of this stuff is even in there. It's usually a lie, being that when you play, you can tell it's the same game, like I said, from last year. It has a lot of the same exact bugs and glitches from 5 years ago. Amazing. So yeah, Boom Tech means absolutely nothing, and you will never notice whatever the fuck it is they're trying to tell you it does. You got physics-based tackling. That's literally just the phrased word that they used. So that's their selling point in 2024. What the fuck have we been playing for the last 10 years? Hey guys, hey Madden 25, it's got physics-based tackling. Holy shit, physics-based tackling. That's the selling point. EA says this shit every year, but we know there's nothing physics-based about the game at all, just animation clusterfucks. So this is their website's definition of their physics-based tackling. Feel realistic control with every tackle, so you can cut loose and attack the ball with powerful hit sticks, cut sticks, trucks, dives, and stiff arms. The new data-driven physics system considers timing, momentum, weight, speed, strength, and player ratings to inform one-on-one ball carrier impact and determine the branching animation to a wider variety of explosive and authentic physical outcomes while keeping players in full control. I mean, the reality is, you can't really have true physics-based tackling when you have so many fucking branching animations for every player interaction in the game. That's just the reality of the situation. So yeah, we all know physics-based tackling is a joke. There's nothing physics about Madden football games. Okay. Alright, and then their next selling point is the reloaded hit stick. They allege that the hit stick feature has been revamped with more hits and features. This is what they say from their site about it. The legendary hit stick has been refreshed, reloaded, and reimagined to celebrate 20 years as a Madden NFL feature. Bring power in every phase of the game with the timing-based mechanic that provides harder hitting control determined by angle of impact, stick skill, and accuracy for cut sticks, big hits, and trucks with more realistic physical movements and results. Get immediate on-field feedback with visual indicators, new impactful tackle, sound effects, and controller rumble haptics. Okay. It's just the fucking hit stick. Whoop-de-fucking-do. It's the hit stick. Yeah, you're right. It's been here for 20 fucking years. And it's honestly gotten worse in the last, 5 years. I fucking hate the hit stick in Madden in the last, 5 years. You gotta just, be standing on top of them and then hit the hit stick. I mean, I swear to God, if you are not standing on top of this motherfucker and you hit the hit stick, you're just gonna fucking do these crazy moves in the wide open. You're gonna miss completely. It's just, a lot of times, it's not even worth using. But if you really want to tackle him, just hold the left bumper down. Let the gameplay for you. It does anyways. Alright, so that's all the main features that they've added this year. Claim to have added. So moving on to the gameplay. We'll talk about the good parts of it. The offensive line feels better than it has in years, in my opinion. They actually form pockets for once. Can you believe that? They actually form pockets. Even though you still get the occasional Madden trench madness, but it's not nearly as bad as it used to be. It used to be you'd see a true pocket maybe once every 10 passing plays. Now it's more like 7 or 8 plays out of 10, which is a vast improvement from previous iterations. Setting the blocking assignment seems to work fairly well too. They'll actually half slide, full slide, and double team efficiently now when you make the adjustments, which is awesome. This improvement comes as a big surprise to me, seeing as how they haven't been able to program the O-line in years. So I gotta give them credit on that. Way to go, EA. Get the golf clap. And the player movements feel slightly improved. The movements aren't as slow as they were before. So instead of it feeling like you're running in mud with cement shoes on, it just feels like you're running in mud with regular shoes on. And movement overall feels slightly improved, but it's still not enough to make it feel smooth. I'll tell you right now, I thought that College Football 25, the movement was actually really smooth compared to the Madden games that we've had recently. It was really smooth. You could actually make cuts on the dime, and that was nice. In this, it's slightly improved from Madden 24, but everything is still slow as fuck. It really is. You can't cut, you can't turn like you can in college football, so at least I know they didn't copy-paste that aspect of college football into this fucking game. Even though that's the one thing they should have copy-pasted into this game. The catching animations feel more polished. You don't have so much ice skating out of bounds near the sidelines when you're trying to make a catch. I fucking could not stand that. Trying to make the possession catch out of bounds. Your dude fucking ice skates 10 yards out of bounds. He's like 3 yards in when you start the catch animation and you do a possession catch. This is in the old Maddens. This guy fucking skates like 8 yards out of bounds to catch the ball. Literally just skates. Doesn't take a step. Just fucking hated that in Madden. But I didn't see too much of that playing this. That was actually awesome. They were catching balls in the corner of the end zone and on the sidelines. I was impressed with that. Franchise mode got a few improvements, such as videos on the social media feed from real players, kind of like NBA 2K, where you had Mark Cuban and the boys cutting in, telling you you're doing a good job or whatever. So that is kind of cool to have actual videos, real videos of real players. And the cutscenes during the draft helped to add to the excitement of the draft. That was nice. I can't remember exactly what the cutscenes and things were for Madden 24's draft, but it is nice this year. During the first round, you go out there, you get your jersey, your guy walks up, shakes Goodell's hand, all that stuff. Then after the first round, they actually show the guys like at home with their families and stuff when you draft them, and the coaching staff when they're making the pick. So it does add to the drama of the draft, which I did appreciate. Alright, well that's it for the good. Let's move on to the bad of the gameplay. Always gotta say this about any EA Sports game for some reason. I guess it's just Frostbite engine bullshit. Navigating the menus is slow and clunky as usual. It takes forever to do anything in the menus when you are trying to manage your fucking team. Having to back out of the roster screen to go to free agents and pick up a few, then go back and balance the roster takes ages. Like in some instances, when you've been doing it for a long time, it can become very unbearable. It makes you want to stop playing when you still have things to do because it just gets so annoying every damn screen. Every game mode in this game is bare bones and has zero depth to it, just like college. Even the menu looks weak. It's just, I don't know, it's just bare bones. It's the best way I could describe it. Franchise mode doesn't seem to have changed much. Same scouting system, same exact scouting system. You hire your scouts and set their regions, and then you pretty much forget about it. You have a couple things every once in a while to do, but that's about it. Same menus, look and feels last year. The franchise menus have nothing to offer the player. Just like college football, the news feed has a few sentences about matchups or what happened last week, and there isn't even anything to click on to get a deeper look into what's being talked about. It's just, a message on the news thing that says, Chicago Bears look to get a win over the Miami Dolphins this week. Yeah, I know. Okay? You can't even click on it to look at the matchup and look at the number. Like, it's just a waste. It's just added there to make it seem as there's some kind of depth in this game, but there's just not. There's just not. You still only have a few coaches and coordinators to select from when you're hiring your staff, so that's unfortunate. You get like 4 or 5 guys. So hopefully they fit your system. Superstar mode is as bare bones as it ever has been. Just like in College Football 25, you can only choose between 5 different positions. The quarterback, the running back, the wide receiver, the linebacker, and the cornerback. But you can't even play a safety or an defensive lineman. That's stupid. You can't play lineman. You know, you'd be surprised how many people want to play Superstar mode as a left tackle, you know, or a right guard. There's actually more than you would think. So, that's unfortunate. You can't play as lineman. Yeah, after you get drafted, there's not much else to do except just play your games. There isn't much story or depth to the Superstar mode. It seems to be a way to funnel you to the online showdown mode where they try to sell you ridiculous looking cosmetics for your player. That's what it seems like to me. It's just all a ploy to funnel you there. Because you literally get points and upgrades for your online player while you're playing the offline league mode. So it's obvious what they're doing, and it's a classic slimy EA tactic. Just get them to the microtransactions. That's their motto. The mode just isn't very fun. You can tell they put no time or effort into this mode whatsoever. Ultimate Team just wants to try and sell you as many packs as they can. The pay-to-win element in this game mode is disgusting and should be removed entirely from the game, but we know that'll never happen because they make thousands and thousands of dollars off of these idiots that spend money on these packs of cards. You know, the best part is they spend money on these packs of cards, but the attributes don't matter at all. So there's really not much of a difference between like a 96 player and a 72 player. That's how stupid Madden is. The only difference is the X factors. That's what really makes the difference. They all move the same because it's animation based, so it's just hilarious. You know, all around the gameplay feels old and tiresome. The Frostbite engine, it still holds up graphically, but as soon as you start playing, you immediately get that been there, done that feeling, because not much has really changed in years. The jukes and spins feel very canned, and you can pretty much only do one move per play because you can't chain them together. And the animations for everything is just so damn slow that you don't have time to make another play. If you juke right, you won't be able to get out of the animation and juke back left before you're tackled. Old Madden 25, Madden 14, you could chain multiple moves together and change directions quickly so you felt very in control of your player. You could slow down and creep like Le'Veon Bell style behind your lineman and then burst out. Or you could do a lot of stuff, man. You could get creative with the sticks in that game. But because of this, your stick skills showed. You don't get a chance to show any skill in this game because you don't have much control over anything that's going on at any time in the game. It kind of just plays itself in a lot of ways. And it's been like that for a long time. Madden just kind of plays itself. If it wants to intercept something, the guy ice skates 8 yards over there, picks it off. If he doesn't want you to catch it for the first down, you ice skate out of bounds. It's just fucking dumb. Everything feels robotic. Players have the same exact animations depending on what coverage they're in, and react to plays the same regardless of ratings. That's what I was just talking about. You could have a 68 overall cornerback and a 92 overall cornerback, and they'll do the same exact animation when dropping back in coverage at the same speed, even though they have massive differences in ratings. One guy might even have the other guy by 10 points of speed, and they still move the exact same. Because it's an animation, it has nothing to do with their attributes. This makes passing the ball feel robotic and soulless. Like many other Madden games, you just start to look for the animations and play those instead of playing football. For instance, if you have a certain coverage on the outside, you can just audible to an out route at the sticks, and you'll make the throw every time. It's because the computer logic reacts the same way in certain situations regardless of overall. This right here is another massive reason why Ultimate Team is meaningless. People spend thousands of dollars on packs for players to have a high-powered team, but that doesn't mean anything if the attribute ratings in the game don't matter. This problem has plagued Madden for a decade now and is a big part of why Madden sucks so bad. And you know right away in this game if you're going to block a kick or not. You can tell by the animation you get when the ball's hiked, immediately. The game kind of slows down and the kicker takes forever to kick the ball, giving you time to get there and block it. I blocked a few kicks just in my 10-hour free trial time. It's crazy how many blocked kicks there are this year from what I've experienced. This shouldn't be shocking to anybody, but you can run the same plays over and over again, and it works. This has been a problem in Madden for years now as well. I ran 4-3 cover 4 quarters every game, the entire game, against the CPU. And they only got a playoff if I blew the play as a safety. Being able to run the same couple plays over and over again and it worked is also a big reason why Madden sucks so bad these days. In order to be good at Madden, you have to take whatever you know about football and do the complete opposite of what would make sense in real life. An example of this is, in real life, it's best for a quarterback to step up in the pocket and make his throws for the best results. But in Madden, if you do this, you're going to get sacked a lot and also throw a lot of interceptions. So in Madden, the best way to play quarterback is to hike the ball, run 30 yards backwards, and then throw the ball 70 yards downfield off your back foot running the opposite direction. Doing this will net you the best results in Madden, and you'll have a high-powered offense with few interceptions. Apply this to all aspects of Madden, and you'll be a good player. Remember, you have to do the complete opposite of real football in order to be good in Madden. The one guy proved it to us a couple years ago in the Madden Bowl. The guy who won the Madden Bowl with a punter as his quarterback showed us how you're supposed to play Madden. That's how you're supposed to play Madden. Nobody would ever do that unless they absolutely had to in real life. But in Madden, you win the Super Bowl if you put a punter as your quarterback. That's Madden. Players still glitch through each other, and if you don't get an animation, gang tackles can look very canned and weird. And some of the tackles don't even make any sense when it comes to physics. Even though the gameplay's been slightly improved, you'll still get the occasional Madden glitch here or there. The way they tackle, you know what I mean by Madden glitch. In the trenches, people just glitching through each other, two linemen morphing into each other as one, blocking somebody, things, stupid stuff like that. Players going through each other, like morphing, sliding into animations, all that shit. So, a summary on the gameplay is, the gameplay and animations have been slightly improved from last year, but even with that, it still just feels pretty much exactly like Madden 24. Copy-paste job, EA's specialty. There's just not enough improvement there to warrant a new version of this game. We'll move on to the good parts of the visuals. The graphics and player models look very realistic. There are moments in between plays and during the game where you are just blown away by the graphics and the presentation. Players and coaches on the sidelines, they actually have different animations, and the sidelines finally have an authentic NFL feel to them. I couldn't believe it. Everybody on the sideline was doing something different. I couldn't believe it. I was like, holy shit, they finally did what 2K football did 20 years ago. They finally got the people on the sidelines to do their own thing. You could finally see guys like actually following the play, and it's not too often that you'll see two guys, like I said, doing the same canned animations. They seem to have finally gotten over that hump, so another golf clap. Good job, EA. And the presentation is pretty damn good this year. The pregame and postgame look amazing graphically. The players and coaches coming in and out of the tunnel and celebrating on the field has a natural look to it for once. So that was good, and it gets you hyped. Right, the bad parts of the visuals are, of course, the halftime show's terrible, as always. I think it's Jonathan Coachman. I think I had one of the times it was like, we're going to Coachman. Coach, give us the rundown. And then he didn't say shit until like the very end. And he's like, all right, guys, well, back to you. All right, thanks, Coach. I'll show it to you guys. It's fucking hilarious.
At our EA Sports halftime report, Coach.
We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter.
That's pretty much what you can expect from the halftime show. It's been improved a little bit when it works, but it's still bare bones and uninteresting. Camera cuts in this game can look odd and very jarring. It seems like every time they do a camera cut after a play, the camera's always super zoomed in on whatever it's doing, and the background is always blurry. I don't know if they did that so you couldn't see the lifeless crowd in the background or what, but it gets very annoying after a while. Crowds are still your standard Madden crowd. They're either all lifeless, or they're all punching through each other's chest, no in between. They don't seem to do too many close-ups of the crowd in this game, and for good reason. They look like shit. Most of the time, the player models look very realistic, but sometimes there's players and coaches who just look deformed. Between the long neck giraffe coaches or the no shoulders offensive linemen, some players just look like aliens. And that goes for the crowd as well. A summary of the visuals, the graphics have definitely been improved upon, but there's still enough messed up visuals to take you out of the game often. Between messed up player models, to weird zoomed in camera cuts, to lifeless alien crowds, it can be a very jarring experience. When those things aren't happening though, Madden looks better graphically than it ever has, in my opinion. Alright, moving on to sound. I'll talk about the good parts of it. Hits sound amazing this year. You really feel it when you make a bone-crunching tackle. The crack of the helmets and the pads are on point. And in-game sounds are on point too. Having multiple commentary teams is a major plus. This is actually a huge improvement and an awesome feature, so good on EA for putting that in the game too. I just think that's a great idea. That's really cool to have multiple commentary teams depending on the game of the week, Monday Night Football, Thursday night. Like, that is really cool. Alright, the bad parts of the sound though. The soundtrack is absolutely horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. It seems to be a soundtrack comprised mainly of, I guess, Zoomer rappers. That's what I would describe them as. Who make rap songs for 8-year-olds. Like, here's just one example of a lyric. One of the songs literally goes, "Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. Something, 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 okay, boomer." It's some, like, little girl. It sounds like a little girl. I don't even know who it is. But I couldn't believe it. "Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. Okay, boomer." Like, get the fuck out of here, man. I'm like, holy shit, boys. I'm not sure what the fuck I just listened to. It also has an old school Steve Miller Band song called Abracadabra. Abra, abracadabra. I wanna reach out and grab you. It's a good fucking song. But then you realize it's ruined by Eminem's dumbass. It's a fucking remix, and you find yourself just wanting to hear the original song. Like, get Eminem the fuck out of here, man. Stop remixing good fucking music. Make your own goddamn shit. Alright, on default settings, the in-game commentators' volume seem to be very low compared to everything else, for me. They aren't out front and prominent like they should be. I know that I can make changes to the sound sliders and change it, but I just wanted to point out that observation on normal default settings that I was playing on. The in-stadium music sounds like recycled songs from Madden 04 or 05. I'm not sure if these songs are on the normal soundtrack, I didn't hear them, or just in the stadium music, but I heard Queens of the Stone Age song from like 2004. And a POD song from around the same time. So I found that odd. It was like the in-game music was like the soundtrack from a Madden from fucking 20 years ago. So weird. So a summary of the sound. The sounds of the NFL are all there, but the soundtrack can get annoying fast. I mean, they did a good job of capturing the sound of Sundays. They just failed miserably with their soundtrack selection. And lately they usually do. So my final thoughts on this game. Madden NFL 25 is definitely a slight improvement from Madden 24 as far as gameplay and presentation are concerned, which is good. I mean, obviously that's the right direction, but it's not by much. It's not by much. Just like with the College Football 25, this game is very much a polished turd. It's a cleaned up turd with a bow on it. But it's still a piece of shit, so that's not saying much. But it is better than just a basic piece of shit, so... I mean, graphically, the game looks very realistic, but the limitations of the Frostbite engine always show their ugly head, man. The glitches are still there, the lifeless crowd is still there, and the gameplay is only slightly better. Even with the improvements, it still feels like every other Madden game in the last decade. Might as well be Madden 20, not much difference. The game just comes off as another cash grab based on bare bones game modes, and the game constantly trying to funnel you to Ultimate Team or the Showdown to buy packs and cosmetics. So, should you buy this game? No! No, don't fucking buy this game, not even if it's on sale. It's just not enough improvement here to warrant paying full price for this game, especially if you already have a Madden game from the last couple years. I would not even buy this game on sale. If you must play it, use the 10-hour free trial to at least try it out. And if not, just wait around until February. I think it's like February for this to be put on Game Pass, then play it. Do not buy this game. It is definitely not worth your time. Alright guys, well that's been my review of Madden 25. I'm just glad it's over because that was not fun to play. It just wasn't fun. I'm looking forward to jumping into Black Myth Wukong now because, man, between having to play college football and then Madden back to back with these reviews, I don't want any more of EA's football madness. No, thank you. You guys can keep it. But anyways, let me know what you guys think down below. Do you guys agree with me? Do you disagree? I know there's probably going to be a lot of fanboys that tell me I'm crazy. This is the best thing ever. It's the greatest Madden ever. And all this bullshit. And that's fine. They're entitled to their opinion. But most people, in my opinion, are not going to like this game. If you didn't like Madden before, you're not going to like Madden now. So just, there you go. Don't buy this game. Alright, guys. It's been real. Take it easy.